Alright guys, welcome back to All Things Outdoors, and also please be sure to watch this video till the end. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Be sure to put that down in the comments below saying that you did that for a shout out. And also, if you have any ideas for future videos, be sure to put that down in the comments too, because I'm interested to hear if you guys have any ideas for future videos, and I may use them if I can. But anyway, let's get started. So I just built a stream. Oh my gosh, it's eroding a lot already. We'll just fix that really quickly. This rock. And then we will take another rock. Use this kind of like a guard to help make it more aerodynamic and help prevent a lot of erosion. Put it right there. And there's still a little bit. There we go. So that's good. Now we don't really have much erosion at all. It's very aerodynamic. So now we're gonna, let's just get a little bit more pointed. Perfect. So now as you can see, we have this fixed. But anyway, here's the stream. So here we have the intake, which just funnels all the water into the stream. And then it flows in here through this forest that I made. It's a bunch of tree branches that I found. And then it comes down here, and then it just heads out into the bay. But anyway, we're going to be building a dam, and then we're going to watch it breach. So now as you can see, we've built it, and we have a pretty nice foundation, nice and smooth. There we go. And now the water level is rising, and it's really windy today, so yeah. As you can see, we got a lot of wind on the trees. And now this is filling up. The reservoir here is filled up. Oh, look at that. It's starting to kind of slump. I'm gonna try and prevent it because I want it to rise more. As you can see, we have a lot, oops, the waves are coming in, but that's okay. Anyways, you can see we have a lot of seepage. See all the sand grains moving here? That's from water coming through the sand, because sand is very porous. Water comes through it pretty easily, as you can see. And as you can see, it's definitely rising very quickly. Whoa. Don't want too many waves because they could weaken it a lot if we're not careful. But I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, don't really see, it seems to not really be rising that much anymore. So we're gonna kind of help it a little bit by taking away a little bit of sand. And then as it starts to collapse, we'll be able to see it. Oh, get ready. Just barely. Just gonna let that, probably will collapse on its own, but we'll see. It's barely holding itself up. And there it goes. Look at that. Look at how fast it's flowing. Look at that. Look at the way it's just tearing all the sand out. And look at the way these sand blobs just get squeezed through. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Whoa, here comes a big long chain of them. That's super cool. Look at the way it's just like, look how fast it's draining. The reservoir is already half drained, I would say. And look at that. Look at how fast it's flowing. Look at the way it's just pulling the sand out. It's because it's flowing super fast. Seagull over there. Oh, there he goes. Whoa, look, it curved. The stream curved. Wonder why that happened. It's kind of weird. It wasn't curving when I opened it. Well, look, the reservoir is already half drained. And then once it's done draining, we can see where it all, how high the water level went. Because there is a line that goes all the way up the stream. where the water level was. Look at all the new sand it deposited. It's pretty cool. Well, anyway, I would say it's basically fully drained. Not completely fully drained, but it's mostly drained. We're gonna go up the stream so you can see where the water level is. You can see there's a line right here. If we go on this side, you can see it better. See how it goes kind of all the way along? That's where the water line was. Let's check to see how much erosion we have, because that probably is changing the amount of flow coming in. Oh wow, that definitely eroded a lot. Let's close that up to help stop it from eroding and increase the amount of water coming in. We have a lot of water coming in. Pretty good. Oh yeah, that definitely increased the amount of water coming in. But yeah, now we can do it again. But this time we're gonna build a bigger reservoir. It's gonna dig out this a little bit. I'm gonna build a bigger reservoir, and this will make it fill up even more. This will make it a lot more, it'll make it a lot more dramatic, because the water level should be able to rise a bit higher than it normally would by itself. And that's what I'm trying to have. But anyway, finished digging the reservoir. As you can see, it's about twice as big. And now we're gonna block this up again. Well, look, that's already filling up a lot. Well, the reservoir is full. It's rose quite a bit, actually. Really risen a lot. I'm gonna add a bit more sand to the wall. We're gonna carve out a path where we want the water to go when it breaches. Look at that. So it's already risen about half an inch. We want it to raise about an inch. So we're about halfway there to rising. As you can see, look at how much, it's almost at the full water line, but not quite yet. It's still adding a lot more water in, and the wind is helping too. The wind is pushing water into the reservoir. And the waves are not really helping, but they're not really doing that much. Yeah, as you can see, look at how full it's getting. It's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll do a giant one. Yeah, I think one day I'm gonna do a giant one. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, if I did a giant one? It's almost full. So we're gonna kind of pull out just a little bit of the sand now so that it can have a spot to go and breach. We're gonna create just a pathway sort of where the water, oh, it already breached. We don't want that yet. Don't want it to breach just yet because I'm not ready for it. Still haven't created the path. The path is ready. Now that should slowly rise. Yeah, we're just a little bit under now, so it'll probably take about another 20 seconds or something like that. Yeah, we're pretty close to full. Not too much more, and then it's gonna be full. Yeah, we still got water streaming in. I'd say it's basically full, so, well, we're gonna take away the sand, and by the time it breaches, it'll be full. It's already about to breach. As you can see, we got a big collapse starting. And there it goes. Woohoo! Wow, look at that. Look at how fast it's going. It's going so fast. Look at the way it's just ripping all that sand out. Oh, here come the sand blobs. Whoop. They just get stretched out. It's flowing so fast. Well, and our channel is working. Wow, our reservoir is about half drained. Soon it'll be fully drained. It's very windy today. And then we can walk around and show you a little bit more of the creek. And that'll probably be it. But yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? So cool. Well, I'd say it's basically drained. So we're gonna show you a little bit around the mouth of the creek. It's very shallow today. It's only a couple inches deep. Here you have some nice rocks. This is where sometimes you have soft-shelled crabs that hide under here, but lately there haven't been any. We're kind of towards the end of soft-shelled crab season, so I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot more soft shells, but there might be a couple more. And now, looks like we got a big sandbar forming. Got a nice island here. It's kind of cool. And the waves start to come out here. And there's actually a pretty big temperature difference from the creek into the rest of the bay. You can see there's Kent Island over there. Very nice. There's CBF building. Tolly Point, and there's the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Oh, and there's a new tanker ship out there. Cool. All these tanker ships go into Baltimore port and drop off all their cargo. And some of them stay for a while, and some of them just come in and out. And that one's facing up, so it's probably going. They usually have their bows facing into the wind. But that one's probably going into the harbor. And then we come up here. We have some rocks. There's my stream. Pretty cool. Nice trees. All these nice rocks here. Look at this. It's kind of interesting how all the water just gets funneled in between those three rocks. They're like canals almost. Cool. Head upstream a little bit. And once you get into here, behind these reeds and stuff, the wind dramatically slows down. I had an other stream here a little bit earlier today, but then it dried up, so we moved. And I found a better place anyway, so it all worked out. It's really shallow today. We must be having a pretty low tide soon. Been draining pretty much all day. Somebody's net. Lots of little debris on the bottom. Oh, look, a snake. It's a northern water snake. And he's over there in those rocks somewhere. I don't know where exactly. But we do have snakes here. And they're all northern water snakes. They're not venomous or anything like that. They're completely harmless. Seaweed stuck to all the tree branches. Whoa, look at all this seaweeds. Oh, minnows. Bunch of minnows in there. Look at them all. They're all in there. Oh, pretty big ones too. Mummy chogs. That's what type of fish they are. Whoa. And they all swim away. There's a jellyfish there, so we'll have to watch out for him. And although the jellyfish do sting, I think they're beautiful. Whoa, this is super shallow here. This is interesting. Interesting stream bed formation. Oh, we got a lot of minnows in there. Nice pitch pine trees. Some of them are Virginia pine as well. Most of them are pitch pine though. And some cedar trees. Mostly pines and oaks that grow in this area in the creek here. And there's some persimmon trees and gumball trees that are sprinkled in there. Gumball trees are also known as sweet gum trees and make the little gumballs that everybody hates. I don't mind them though. And here it gets really shallow. This is the super shallow area. It's pretty cool. It just gets so shallow here. You can see it's only like an inch deep. But sometimes this whole area is out of the water. A piece of watermelon. Some must have been having a picnic. And then here it gets really deep. Super deep area. And I can walk in it because it's summertime now. The water's warm. Water's a lot warmer than usual for this time of year though. It's nice. Probably around 80 degrees. I guess it reaches 80 degrees by around this time. It's almost July. Shade from a big oak tree by that house. Sand gets really fine here. Oh, there's a deer over there. Let's see how close we can get to it. He doesn't even really seem to care. He notices us, but he doesn't even care. The deer here are used to people, and they know that the people won't hurt them. So they let you get pretty close. And they're all like that. You can see, there he is, right there. It's probably only like 2 years old. I think it's a doe, because, oh, there it goes. Just ran away. Here we get into another shallow area. Lots of fish. Little minnows everywhere. Oh, look at that. There's like a tiny island that formed. Pretty cool. Water's moving pretty slow. And here the sand is really soft and it makes a lot of sediment. Pretty cool. One time I made a giant sediment cloud. It's pretty cool. It started, and then it started swirling. It made like a kind of an eddy or a whirlpool, but it didn't make like a water tornado or something like that. It just made a vortex kind of. But it's not like a super big vortex. It's pretty cool though, because it was like swirling around. Kind of looked like a giant, like thunderstorm cloud almost. Here we have one clump of reeds. Here, I wonder how it got here, but it's been here for a long time and it seems to do fine. It seems to grow very well here, so, you know. Oh, look at all this algae that grows on the bottom. And there's a crab molt. Yeah, there's algae that grows on the bottom here sometimes, and then it gets washed away when the tide comes in. There's a minnow, a couple fish, some more algae on the bottom. Look at that, look at the bushes growing out of the wall there. It's kind of interesting. Helicopter, kind of see it. There it is. It's kind of flying away. Pretty cool. There it goes. Yesterday there was a helicopter that flew really close to the ground, and it was pretty cool. Not so close that you get like the blast of wind, but pretty close anyway. Probably like maybe 100 feet up. Maybe more than that. It's probably like 200 feet up. Lots of algae growing on the bottom. Anyway, it starts to get deep here, but anyway, it's going to be about all for today's video. So once again, please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Be sure to put that down in the comments below saying that you did that for a shout out. And we will see you guys on the next adventure.